going on, guys? CoolGrayAJ here. We're at MLG Anaheim, and I'm with the one and only Markman. Markman, thank you for gracing us with your presence.
I'm very happy to be here. AJ, it's good to meet you as well.
Oh, yeah,
you've been doing a lot of great stuff with not just the fighting game community, but just gaming in general. So big ups to you guys at EG.
I'm glad. I didn't expect that at all. I'm kind of like, whatever.
Nah, man, just keep doing what you do.
Yeah, for sure. So we're here at MLG. You know, you've been around for a really, really long time.
Are you calling me old?
I'm not. I'm old too.
All right, cool.
I'm
old
28 years old, but you know, I've been around too. I was actually at the Folsom Game Room for B5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So was I.
There you go.
Interesting.
There we go. Small world, right?
Yeah, that's pretty old school.
That is pretty old school. So you've been around, I've been around, and I mean, I can tell these guys exactly what it was like back in the day, you know, back when you had to set up arcade cabinets and had tech people just doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And then we have this.
Yes.
How would you compare really just events like B5 back in the day to stuff like MLG now?
I mean, there's no comparison. I mean, I don't know how many people are from the future. I guess very little, but it's a nice evolution of how things have changed. I mean, obviously it changed obviously from arcade to console, and it was growing pains because a lot of the time a lot of the games weren't arcade perfect, and they weren't what gamers were used to. And then there was a whole issue with not having arcade sticks. Everyone playing on different kind of arcades, not having consistency. So I mean, it took a long time for it together, but I think the console area is where it's at now, and you can pretty much get the setup that you want and play at home, play at a tournament, play anywhere, and it's consistent. So I think in that aspect, gaming has grown so much. Not just fighting games, but just gaming in general. It's just having the right atmosphere to play. I
agree, and definitely. I mean, from a tournament organizer perspective, I mean, it's definitely been a lot easier, right? Because now you could run umpteen million stations with consoles and sticks, have people bring their own sticks, as opposed to the one cabinet.
Bring your own sticks. Quit blaming MadCatz. Bring your own sticks.
There you go. There you go. From the man himself, right? So you're running the MadCatz booth.
Yep.
What's it been like, just running booths from convention to convention?
It's a hectic week. You know, E3 just happened. Just I love being at the actual events and just interacting with not just the fans, but also seeing familiar faces and just talking about our product. Because I really believe in what we make, and I believe in helping gaming. So as long as we got a good product and people like it and they want to learn more about it and they actually use it to help them win, I'm all about it. So we're going to try to continue doing more and more stuff like that. Continue working with the community to make better products, make the tweaks that people think the products need. So it's always good to be there, even if we're not selling, just for me to be there, check it out, see what people are talking about.
I hear you. So kind of along the lines of, you know, building that better product.
Yep.
I mean, me personally, when the very first round one MadCatz sticks came out, I mean, I was just like any other former GameStop employee, thinking to myself, man, MadCatz is coming out with stuff.
Oh no!
Oh no, right? But since then, you guys have been coming out, obviously, with quality stuff. You guys have been the go-to guys for premier sticks. And don't hate me for this, but I feel like the competition now in the market for arcade sticks has just been ridiculously fierce, right?
Yes, they've been stepping it up, and I'm glad. It's only taken them 4 years.
Exactly, so, right?
But that's a good thing. Competition is needed. In order for those guys to step it up, we had to come along, and we're going to do the same.
I hear you.
So, I mean, I'm all for competition. That's what we're here for. We're here for competitive gaming, competition. Let's do it.
So I've got my own little preferences, if you will.
Yeah.
And obviously, like I said before, the round ones were top notch for me.
Yeah.
But right now, for me, I'm like kind of leaning towards ADAR just because I feel like functionality is there, dual modding and whatnot, convenience. What kinds of steps are you guys taking to kind of go beyond what you guys are already doing now?
There's a lot of things. I mean, believe it or not, I mean, it's more than just a stick and buttons, which what most people think. I mean, a lot of people say like you just put solver buttons in and that'll be good. But there are a lot of ways to improve the product, and I can tell you the team at MadCatz, we've brainstormed and worked on things. I mean, a lot of the sticks that we've come out with recently, like the Versus Stick and the fightstick Pro for like Street Fighter Cross Second, those were done a long time ago. So in the time in between, we've been working on a lot of new stuff, a lot of new ideas. And I can say what you see now is just the tip of the iceberg from what we're doing and what other companies are doing. There's so much more innovation to be done as far as arcade sticks go, but you can't miss out on the core factor that the basics have to work right.
I agree.
So first and foremost, I think we have that 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 comfort level where our sticks, they're the standard pretty much for tournaments right now.
I agree.
So building upon that is just the main goal for the end user, the casual gamer, and the hardcore gamer. So looking forward, we're gonna do more and more stuff that would be a benefit to the gamer.
Okay. So
I mean, I wish I could tell you guys, but I can't.
Oh no, I totally understand.
Yeah.
So as far as your competition, I mean, obviously, even Hori just announced that ridiculous LED,
the Fighting Edge,
the Fighting Edge. Are you guys kind of reacting to that kind of stuff, or are you just kind of doing your own thing and just innovating on your own pace?
We're doing. I think we're doing our own thing. I mean, we've always done our own thing. I mean, if there's something that's absolutely needed by the community, we'll implement it. But right now, it's yet to be seen whether or not you need LED lights. Because I mean, do you really need LED lights? And maybe if you play in a really dark room and you want to see your opponent, maybe. But I'm not trying to knock on the competition because everyone knows I'm the biggest arcade stick fan out there.
Definitely.
I love Hori, I love Adark, I love Razor, I love all them. I mean, just as a fan. But hey, when it comes to us making our stuff, we have a different level of passion too. So just look forward to what we got. So
since you've been working for MadCatz, are you still collecting other brands too still?
Oh, of course. I mean, anytime an arcade stick comes out from another company, I buy it right away. No question.
Just for collectors?
For my personal collection, and it's always good to
compare and contrast, right?
Compare and contrast and just keep up with what's recent.
I hear you. Yeah. So, really, last but definitely not least, how's MLG Anaheim been for you? And as far as the fighting game competition goes, who have you seen that's really just like stood out this weekend?
That's a lot of stuff to talk about. So MLG Anaheim is really great. I'm glad I'm here this year. Last year I couldn't make it because it was the same weekend as Evo.
Yeah, I was there.
I'm very glad to be here. And as far as the games going, Mortal Kombat is looking really stacked right now. NetherRealm, Warner Brothers, they did a great job supporting the community, supporting the scene. I'm liking JCDR. Or CD Junior, I'm sorry. CD Junior. I'm thinking about another Tekken player, but never mind. So CD Junior to repeat from the last event. I think he's overall the strongest player. Soul Calibur, I think, is going to be more interesting because that's really stacked. You have players from France, you have the best players in the US, East Coast, West Coast,
Taquito,
and then you have Taquito from Japan. I mean, it's going to be mad.
Shout out to MadCatz.
Shout out to MadCatz. And then King of Fighters, also another international affair. You have Luis Cha, best player from what they say is the best player from Mexico. And then you have Bala, all the SoCal guys, Romance, and then Taquito also doing real well in that tournament. So it's going to be very interesting. I think fighting game fans have a real treat this weekend because there's a lot of stuff going on.
So, I mean, Street Monsters got a lot on their hands this weekend. So, really just, honestly, I wish I was home just so I could watch.
It's funny because, I mean, I want to hear the commentary sometimes. But Wi-Fi at the venue is not that great.
I hear you. All right, well, we'll end it at that. Mark, thank you so much for spending time with us.